Hi, Dave Johnston here with Day Trade the Markets. I just got filled just a moment ago here at 21.21 even on a bit of a pop after making new lows for the day. So the reason I got short where I did get short is that we've had some surprise news here on Friday afternoon. This, of course, the E-mini S&P for Friday, October 28th. So very good sell-off here. I'd marked in areas of likely support. It came in here hard. A big wave of selling in here. It came up towards the top, or I should say the bottom of this high velocity move and the top of this one, and then kind of consolidated for a bit. Once we broke lower here with good conviction with this magenta bar, went ahead and put an order in thinking it would pop up to the top of it, which it did, which is where our fill is at. So I'm going to go ahead and we're short from 4. So I want to go ahead. This could have a lot more movement to it to the downside. Our overnight low, I have to check it, but I think it's around 16. Let me just check that here for a moment. Yeah, it's actually 16 right on the dot. So I'm going to buy a couple of these contracts back just above that. I'm going to put it at 17. That'll give us a nice 4-point profit on this first half of the position. Okay, it looks like it just, what did it hit, 17? 17 and a quarter. So this is looking good. I should put in a buy stop here just to be on the safe side, which I will put. Okay, we just got filled on that. So I'm going to go ahead and put in. So we're down to just 2 contracts. So this bar that we've got going on right here is likely to be another aggressive selling bar, i.e. a red or a magenta bar. Our software produces 3 different levels of aggression. We also have the high velocity moves, which identify the speed of the market. And of course, we're looking at really the auction process here with our analysis on a day-to-day basis and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my protective buy stop. Just, okay, we did get the magenta bar here, so that's good. And the high of that is at 18. So we've come down. I should mark in another blue arrow here at 16 because that was our next area of potential support. Now the top of this magenta bar is right here at 18. We exited 2 at 17, so I'm going to go ahead and put a buy stop in at 1850, a couple of ticks above the this most recent magenta selling bar. And I'm also just going to put in a marker there, a couple of markers here, do a few of them here. Let's see, we'll do one at, let's see, let's get a couple of these happening here. So we'll put one at our entry here, which is at 21. We'll put one at 17 right here, which is where we exited the first, and now our stop is right here, so I've got a marker in there too. So we can follow this here. Oftentimes these surprise news announcements are just that, and then the market kind of gets back to what it's been doing. But it appears that this one here has got caught a head of steam and is really selling off nicely. So the next target after the 14 level is down around 2110. So who knows, maybe it can get there, which is a fairly significant low. The market has held above that 2110 for a long time. So should it get down to that level, it would be interesting to see whether or not it can hold. If it doesn't, that would be a very bearish indication. So who knows, it may or may not get down there today, but I'll just put a marker here as our next objective. So, okay, the market has produced another one of our high velocity moves, and the high of it right here is at our price. So I think what I'm going to do, and that's at 1850, 1875, or I actually put it at 1875, I meant 1850. I'm actually going to move it now a couple of ticks above the high of this high velocity move right here, because these become natural areas of resistance, and that's at 1875. So our buy stop now is at 19.25. So locking in a couple of points, actually, what, 0.75. So I'm being fairly lenient with the second half of the position because it could very well just pop up here a little bit and then continue lower. Now we just had a green bar here. I'm actually going to go ahead and get short again with some more. The low of that is at 15.5. I'm going to put a sell stop in here at 15.25 for 2, and that's on a sell stop. We'll be back long. Or I'm sorry, be back full complement of 4 contracts if we get filled on that, because we're still long 2. And then what I would do is I'm going to put in a buy limit halfway between this 16 level here, which was our target, support slash target on the downside, down to 10, which is a difference of 6. So I'm going to put an order in to buy it around halfway at 13 there. So buy limit 2 at 13. And obviously that's contingent on the low of this green bar being taken out and getting filled. So getting some good movement in here. As you can see, the average range of each of these 1-minute bars is pretty good. It's since this news was released, it's at least a point and a half, maybe 2. So a very important. Okay, we just got filled for the other 2 there. I will now adjust this stop, and obviously I need to make it for 4 contracts, and I'm going to put it just above this green bar. Now the green bar low has been taken out. I'm going to put it just above this green bar here. Now this green bar high is at 1775, so I'm going to put this at 18.25. 18.25. That's 2 ticks above the high of this green bar, and it locks in 2 points. I'm sorry, 1 point. No, 3/4 of a point, because our average price is at 19 now. So if we get stopped at 18.25, we're locking in 3/4 of a point on 4 contracts. And of course, we've already been filled down here too for a 4-point gain on the first 2 contracts, a total of 8. So it's really moving around nicely. Let's see what we can get here. So I'll pause the recording and pick it up when needed. Okay, unfortunately we got stopped there. Whoops, our stop was at 18.25 right there. So we had a couple of fills on there. It was a interesting trade. Perhaps I got a little bit too aggressive on the short side, but still had a nice profit. I got short here. Unfortunately, that turned around on me immediately with this decel bar and then popped right up. So at any rate, we might get a rejection here and actually get a bit of a lift. We've still got quite a bit of time left in the trading day, so about 2.5 hours left in the trading day. So anyway, that was an interesting trade. It was a little bit of a different trade because I added on those other contracts, but just a quick synopsis here. It was 2 times 4, so we got 8 points on our first objective, and then we had 4 times 0.75. Which would give us, what's that? It would give us 3. So we ended up still with 11 points on that trade. So, maybe not as good as it could have been, but still, that's okay. We got whipsawed here on that last one. So this maybe we're going to turn around here and actually have a bit of a bounce. So at any rate, that's the trade for today in the E-mini S&P after the surprise news. Thanks for watching. You want to contact us at info@daytradethemarkets.com if you've got any questions or comments. I always look forward to hearing from you. So that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next